I didn't hit start recording until just now, but you didn't miss any content. Okay, same day. Defendants. Waiting room. There's a lot going on. With also not a ton going on, but there's a lot going on. Just a little more, Aya. You've almost proved that there was someone else in that house last night. Someone else in the house that night, excuse me. Since our logic stands entirely upon Miss Hinanai's testimony at the moment, it's a rather unstable theory. Here's a synopsis of the case. Tenshi breasted Boobily, and it caused a major incident, but it might not have been her fault. Had to do Sage and Mirror game on 2 minors? Yeah. We only had something that clearly proved that Miss Hinai was not the criminal. I honestly didn't do anything! Well, what I said about seeing a light in the storeroom was a lie. It's true that someone put me to sleep. That person must be the real thief. Look at this. But nothing prepared me for how adorable that Momiji face was gonna be. Wow. By the way, who's this third party? It's got to be her, right? I suppose, but I don't see what her motive would be. I guess she's right about that. I think the trial's about a resume. But still, proving Miss Hinai's innocence takes precedence over proving there was a third party. Peak Momiji, true. I've never really been that big of a Momiji fan. This game is the thing that is pushing me more into liking Momiji. In Sokyo courtroom. Is the Rain Stone or whatever still good? What do you mean the Rain Stone? Oh, the thing that Tenshi's possession. I think that was stolen, but we don't have. I don't think it's ever been confirmed if Tenshi's treasure was truly stolen, but I think we're basing our current assumption that it is. But I don't think the game has confirmed that yet. Now then, trial's back in session. Prosecution, is the witness ready? That was not the right way to say that sentence. In terms of, commas. Yes, she is, Your Honor. Then please have her take the stand at once. Who's testifying? Okay, yeah. Witness, your name and occupation. Nitori Kawashiro, I'm a gearhead of an engineer. What a gearhead. Ms. Kawashiro, we have just one matter we need to hear from you. As about the game at the time of the incident. Okay, sure. I've been watching the trial, so I get the picture. Is the game interesting? The third chapter was a kind of a mixture of emotions. I quite enjoy this game. I kind of do enjoy the style of game. It's Touhou, so it's sort of serious while not being serious at the same time. So it kind of feels a little weird, but ultimately I still have quite enjoyed the game so far. I don't know how this compares to actual Ace Attorney, because although I've played many games like it, I've never actually played an Ace Attorney game, so I can't be the best comparison to actual Ace Attorney games. And she's definitely telling the truth. She got it near the end of the game, so we weren't able to finish it. But did the board remain completely undisturbed after then? Of course it was. Or at least, that's what I thought. If I had made sure, then maybe we would have been able to solve this case sooner. I'm sorry. The witness has no need to apologize. But it is plainly evident that someone rearranged the pieces. Ooh, we got Smug Aya going on here. We usually see Smug Patchy or Remy. This is unique. Which means there was a third party at the scene of the crime. Yeah, get the hell out of here, Remy. I wouldn't be so quick to assume. One of the players could have easily done so. Not so. Perhaps it was even the defendant. Why would the defendant purposely move the pieces to make herself lose? So, you are suggesting there was a third party? Which means the evidence we have now isn't telling the whole story, including the traces of saliva. I should have expected that, barring evidence that clearly proves Miss Hina's innocence. Stopping her counterattacks is going to be impossible. That barring evidence that clearly proves Miss Hina's innocence, stopping her counterattacks is going to be impossible. Blech, words. Miss Kawashiro, I'd like for you to testify, if that's acceptable. I don't mind. What should I testify about? A boot. Please give us more details about when Miss Hina and I stood up during the game. Alrighty. Dun dun. About the incident. On that night, it started raining out of nowhere. Wow. I'm gonna keep going on about that. That's when I noticed Tenshi looked like she couldn't sit still. Then she asked to use the restroom and got up and left. After she left the room, someone attacked me from behind. I don't know how long I was out, but when I woke up, I took a look around and couldn't find Tenshi anywhere. I went to the storeroom, but when I got there, I found the safe open and the suit gone. Even if there was someone else there, I still think Tenshi's the thief. Afterwards, I ran out of the house and tried to follow her footprints, but I couldn't seem to catch up, so I went to the SDN to tell them what happened. Anybody else probably gonna try in the future? Nice. It appears the defendant is still the most suspicious party in this case. After the defendant took her leave from the room, the victim fainted. When she woke up, both the defendant and the optical camouflage suit had disappeared. No deliberation required. A very cut and dry case. Grr. Grr. Unfortunately for you, Miss Shimaemaru, this is checkmate. No, it's just check. Defense, I doubt a cross-examination will prove enlightening. Just please allow me to try, Your Honor. Was Iki need a trial to give her verdict that she's supposed to have her mirror? There's a lot of like technical actuallys you could pull out to this game. All you need to know is that the beginning of the game decided like Aki and Aya and like Patchy were reading up on like a trial system and were like from like the real world, was like, this is an interesting system, maybe we should try it, and then they've like been doing like trying it out. And they had Tenshi remove not Tenshi, they had Reimu basically ban spell cards, so you can't like spell card your way out of a trial but be guilty. And so they ends up being a trial. My mouse is on her forehead. In my opinion, you'd have more luck trying to persuade Miss Kirisame from stealing. Are you okay, Aya? Do I look okay to you? I suppose not. About the incident. Fan games, you talk fan games. Yep. Ooh, we got this music. Normally we have the other one. On that night. Yeah. Mata! Wasn't that a lie? Seems that way. Once the rain started, it looked like she was on pins and needles. That makes the fact that she went to the storeroom even more suspicious. Going to the scene of the crime does not necessarily equal criminal. They just need the right explanation. Philip sounds like, you lost his friend. Yeah, I mean, this is the 4th trial. It's the last one of this game. Like, the trials are like, there's like treated sort of seriously, but like, it's not like, okay, you know, when X person's guilty. It's not like, oh, they're put in jail or some shit. It's like, okay. Like they're theoretically punished. You kind of like get like a little bit of details, but it's also Touhou, so kind of like you can't just like Yuki is guilty of this crime. Prison, hang her from the gallows. I should press everything before I really start running through things. Were you attacked as soon as she left? No, I think it was about 2 or 3 minutes later. In such a short amount of time, I don't see how anyone but the defendant could have made her faint. Especially since you've yet to convince us of the presence of a third party. A cop doing a keystone in a hard place. Good one. You searched the whole house and she wasn't there? It was all a lie. They should make you work in the SDM, true. Searched the whole house and she wasn't there? Uh-huh. She just bolted, I guess. Well, if I were a criminal, I'd also elect to vacate the premises as soon as physically possible. I want to throw her off a roof. But what if she noticed there was a problem and went to the Scott Devil Mansion to inform you? The first we heard of the incident was from the witness herself. The defendant was found cowering in a cave on Yokai Mountain. Where's your resolution when you need it, Miss Hinanai? Why are you looking at me like that? No reason. I keep telling you I didn't steal anything. Hey, defendant! No talking during the cross-examination. Sorry. Good grief. Are you sure about that? I'm sure. One of my brilliant inventions was stolen. The defendant disappearing along with the suit. Seems perfectly natural to me, wouldn't you agree? Things are already bad enough. But there was someone else there. You continue to say that, but you have yet to show evidence that does the same. Ugh. She wants evidence, huh? What are we going to do, Aya? We need evidence to plan our counterattack, then tie it all with impervious logic. I don't recall ever having used the Yomu footprints. Maybe I did use the Yomu footprints last time. I don't think I did. Ketchup. There's a world the Yomu footprints could go here. And the reason for it is because she said she tried to follow the footprints. So the logic here is, if you tried to follow the footprints, did you see other footprints? Although I don't know if that would help me. Didn't see the suit because it was camo. Yeah. Alright, have we lost yet? No, I know there's an opening in her testimony. Really? I just have to use logic to widen that opening even more. Oh, that was the last. Wait. I never actually pressed this one. So you couldn't find Miss Hinai even though you tracked her footprints? I think at some point she started flying, that's when the footprints stopped. But it's fortunate for you that she wasn't flying to begin with, isn't it? I guess you're right, but I have no idea why she didn't just do that. Seems she merely changed her mind. I doubt that her mental condition was entirely stable after the theft. No matter what I do, she keeps talking about... She keeps talks, nice wording, about Miss Hinai like she's the criminal. Is there a reason that would force her to fly that would be relevant? I don't think so, unless they're going to do something with raining, but I really doubt it. I mean, there is a, like, theoretical question where it's like, if you're escaping with the camouflage suit, why not wear the suit? But I really don't think that's where it's going to go. I sincerely doubt it, but I've also been proven wrong before. Then I noticed Tenshi looked like she could sit still, that she has to use the rest to got up and left. I don't think... there's anything that would have relevance to that. Go through some attack it from behind. Chloroform. It's kind of like, I guess, slightly weird to say attack from behind with like this, but I don't think my line of thinking is there. I think I'm just overthinking that. I don't know how long it was out. When I woke up, I took a look around, couldn't find Tenshi anywhere. There should be anything possibly relevant with this. Went to the storeroom, but when I got there, I found the safe open and the suit gone. Is there a world we throw the safe because of, like, its electricity and its time of opening? I could see that. It's like the thing I currently see the most. There was someone else there. I still think Tenshi's the thief. I don't know how I'd possibly argue against this, regardless of anything else. Maybe with the saliva pool, but you know, the more I'm saying it, the more I guess that does make sense. Or footprints. I don't like. Okay, I can currently see three lines. Drawing Yo's footprints here. I really don't think so, but I'm not dismissing every possibility. I could see perhaps the saliva pool here, but like that's just going back to what we previously talked about, so I really doubt it. I'm just gonna throw the safe here. Nope, that's a big no-no. I mean, like, to be fair, the fact that we, like, know the safe can only be opened with electricity, and the power went out at some point, and there's a timer on this, means that the timing of things needs to be noticed pretty well. But what is the timing? I almost want to throw the fallen gear on this, or the dislodged gear on this. Could you imagine? There's no world the ghost story is relevant here. There's no shot. There's no possible shot, dude. Oh, I refuse to believe that's what they want. Oh no. But I wouldn't put it past them. Be like, you said raining, right? There's no possible shot. This light bulb, and the storm was out, so she brought a candle with her. I could see a line there with like. And on like this one with the candle aspect of that. We're gonna have to go through more lives than what I currently have here, unless I could somehow land on the thing, but I don't see a possible world where this is the thing. I mean, there's no way it's the gear. If I want to throw the gear, I guess. You can imagine. Gotta mash through a little bit here. Search the whole house. There's no... There's nothing that makes me want to, like, lean towards that at all. If we're not... I mean, we did comment before the trial during the recess that's like, we want to prove the third party, but like, proving her innocence is more important. Like, really, the only way we can even prove her innocence is with the existence of a third party. Yeah, but the previous logic, it might be for that. There's no world it's the Yomo footprints here, but like I'm gonna be very upset if it is. So I might as well try. Nope. Okay. At the very least, just get it out of the way. It can't be the ghost story. Oh. Like, I know where, like, the rationale and like ends. I just don't know how to get there. It's a flaw in her testimony. Where is there a gap? It's still in the chassis of the restroom, Gyakuten left. No gap, there's this... Let's see, anything under Tenshi's footprints that would actually be a problem? She left the room, someone attacked her from behind. There's no world it's like this. Tenshi anywhere. It was dark, but, like, how would this possibly be relevant? Am I really at the point where I'm just gonna start throwing Ghost Story at everything because I can't find an obvious line? Like, obviously the line of thinking is trying to prove the line between the time on the safe, but, like, we can't. Like, that's not what the game is letting me do. It's gotta be something else. Like, there's the obvious electricity issue. Like, there's a major electricity issue. I feel like this is... I feel like if we prove that Tenshi was knocked out, we can use these to prove that she didn't open the safe. Because if she, like, if we can prove she got knocked out, they can prove, hey, she couldn't have opened the safe because the power was out by the time she woke up. And she couldn't have opened the safe because of that, but... Did I throw the gear on this? I might as well. Like, just in case it was going to go to that line of thinking. I don't think there's any point pressing any of these that can give me any new information, because I've already pressed all of them. I'm just gonna do it because I'll lose my mind otherwise. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Is there a world with her bringing a candle not being brought up? I'll try it because I'm here. Nope. Pretty sure I already did the saliva pool for this. Aha, nope. You imagine. I don't know why that would have been relevant, but, like, I don't have any other better leads right now. I don't see a world in... There's no world I throw the optical camouflage suit on the... The notebook, you're right. Like, a line of thinking is, like, if you steal an invisibility suit, why don't you use the invisibility suit to get away? But, like... There's no way, but I'm gonna try. At least the save system's very generous for getting me in and out quickly for this. Did I present Yomu's footprints to this one? I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I already did, so it's wasted time. But I will do it, I guess. I just want to make sure of one thing. Yeah, okay. I want to make sure it didn't happen to be you have to lose there. You want a hint? There's nothing obvious that's standing out in the slightest. And the few like lines of thinking, I can't like I've already tried and I can't possibly find a line to it. But there's multiple things I've tried. I can't 100% discern what I have tried versus what I haven't. Is there a possible world it's something with, like, footprints being hit from behind? Because, like, you'd hear someone approaching you, theoretically. No, it can't be. Ghost story on this would be funny. I almost really want to stumble upon it. Because it'd be, like, really funny to see how ridiculous it is, but I just don't know if I'm going to stumble on it. Maybe I just start throwing this gear onto everything. I know it has not been brought up since the trial started. But I'm pretty sure I threw the gear on this. I thought that was my last one. Maybe just further. We might be here for a while. Like, the fact that it's raining out of nowhere, it's like, we're thinking it might have to do with the fact that the crime took place. Like, the crime happened, someone grabbed the thing, it potentially activated the rain, and then it's like, then everything happened afterwards, which is very possible, but like, we haven't gone through, like, details on Tenshi's, like, on Tenshi's treasure, so there's, like, no proving anything here. There shouldn't be proving anything. Unless it was somehow with the safe, but yeah. So it's not with this. Death the Rune, someone attacked me from behind. I'm pretty sure I already tried a couple things that even seem remotely feasible for this. I don't see the password memo being brought up at all, because it's like, okay, it's like, you know, why was the password memo? Like, who would have even, how would she possibly have gotten your password? Like, you don't have a, like, unless she has one on her, but, like, pretty sure she doesn't. Probably, well... Let's see, that's why Tenshi went to check the safe. Well, yeah, she, like, she herself, I believe, is commented and, like, really alluded to, like, she wanted to go check on it because, because what her treasure is with the rain, but, like, there's no evidence that, like, talks about, that refers at all to her treasure. I've already tried the saliva pool for this one. Did I try the gear for this one? I don't know, I might have. Did I throw Yoma's footprints here? No, I didn't. Oh, look, it's radiant Yuka's tree. That's weird. Pretty sure I threw the gear and the save on this one already. Just in case there was a confirmation there of trying to prove that the saliva was already there by that point. If that would have been relevant at all. Did naturally rain in the Netherworld? Well, the seasons at the very least exist in the Netherworld. Hard to say about weather, though, for sure. I'm pretty sure I threw Yomu's footprints on this. But I didn't remember for sure. Like, I cannot remember guaranteed what I've already tried and haven't tried. Imagine. Did I throw Yomu's footprints to this one? Nope. Oh yeah, I think I might have. I don't think that this conversation makes me question things, but I don't see what the argument here would be. I think that was the last one. Could there be an issue with trying to follow the footprint? Problem is, there's so many possible, like, checks, because there's, like, 7 different conversations, and I have, like, ignoring them, technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 possible options. The footprints are one of the evidence. I didn't think so. That being said, I don't see, like, anything that really stands out in terms of evidence. Did I throw the safe on this one? Or the dislodge gear here? I probably already did. Pretty sure I threw the suit on this. And I think I did Tenshi's same as well, but... How would the power or the safe issue have anything to do with this? Pretty sure I threw the suit on this as well. Because gears are safe on something. I'm leaning towards wanting to say that because, like, the power issue, but I feel like I've tried that, like, on things already. Especially this one, right? Like, I'm sure I've tried this already. I know I clicked the safe on there. It was, like, the second thing I tried. For the second statement with Tenshi's saliva. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure this was one of the first things I tried. But I'm paranoid, so I'll try it, just to be sure. Third one. I think I might have... I think I tried that, but I couldn't... Yeah. I'm not, like, guaranteed over some of the things I've tried. But there's also, like, nothing directly incorrect with this statement. Unless, like, she should have seen something else. Did I try the gear on this one? I might as well try. I think I tried Tenshi's statement on this. I really, like, want to ask her what's up with this memo. Like, did she make the memo, or did, like, someone else make this memo? And, like, where did she keep this memo? But, like, there's nothing... There just doesn't seem to be, like, anywhere there that's, like, important at all to talk about it here. Safe open, there's no power. Like I want to confirm the timetable. I feel like that's an important thing. It's like, hey, what's the timetable? If we know the safe, if we know the clock stopped at 10:23, can we like confirm timetable of like when the power went out? Like that seems pretty convenient. Like, but like I already did the gear to this one, right? Did I do the safe to it? I don't know. Like I said, like there are multiple different like end results I can see being relevant. I just can't possibly see where the interjections are, especially compared to like what I haven't used. Did I put the safe on this one? Yep, might have. Pretty sure I threw the shogi board on this one already. Did I throw the suit on this? I think I did, but I might as well. What are we arguing for? That's a very good question. We're arguing to try to prove Tenshi's innocence and the existence of a third party. There are two separate things that we're kind of trying to do in unison. The question is which part in particular first. Because the game has alluded to both of these. Now, of course, the two things are very similar, but... Here of all things? Not stolen the optical camouflage. I feel like this could have been brought up on like 5 of the different conversation topics. I don't even remember which one I just threw this on anyway. You gotta be kidding. How can you say that? You should know more than anyone else here, Miss Kawashiro. Huh? Whatever do you mean, Miss Shimaimuru? It's simple. Safe in Miss Kaoshiro's house was powered by electricity generated by a water wheel, but at the time of the incident, a gear had come loose. It means that there's a power outage. What did you say? So what caused the gear to come loose in the first place? That is easily answered. In fact, Miss Kaoshiro has already explained why. It started to rain, correct? I did say that, but... Remember, when Missy and I left the room, it had already started raining. Do you follow me? Ah! You're right. What is she right about? No one but you two seem to understand the situation. Excuse us, Your Honor. As I mentioned before, there's a water wheel at Miss Kaoshiro's house that is powered by a waterfall. As the water wheel turns, it generates electricity. However, when the current increases due to heavy rainfall, the water wheel turns too fast. This puts too much stress on the gears, and as a result, one will tend to come loose. And no electricity was being generated, there was a power outage. It can't be. When Miss Hina and I left the room, it had already started raining. Miss Kaoshiro's house was without electricity. Meaning, at the time, it would have been impossible for Miss Hina and I to steal the optical camouflage suit. Like, it's like there's 5 different, like, things being, like, brought up about, like, the raining, the water wheel incident, the gear popping out of place, the electricity, the fact that the safe is powered by electricity, so the time could not have been open there. And it's like there's so many ways to get into this conversation. It was just like specifically the one on some niche conversation line to proc it. Gah. Erg. If she couldn't have opened the safe, it is inconceivable that Miss Hina and I was the... Wait a minute! It wasn't impossible for her to steal it after all. But what are you saying? Sure, there wasn't any electricity coming from the water wheel, but the backup battery still had a bit of power left. That must have been how she opened it. Besides, the clock on the safe stopped at 10:23. We started a game at 10, so that's perfectly reasonable. Yeah, when did you end the game? When you started the game doesn't matter. It's when you ended, because that's like the... What? The battery ran out in the morning after I finished fixing Yomu's alarm clock. You mean like the next day? The game didn't start until later at night, so I should have had time to recharge. Oh, earlier. The game didn't start until later at night, so I should have had time to recharge at least a little bit. Even if a half day's charge can only run a light bulb for a little while, the safe only needs a timeout of wattage to open and close. The light bulb was not working in the room. We have already confirmed that it was not on. So Tenshi had enough of a chance to steal my suit. May I say something, Miss Kaoshiro? What is it? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by wattage. Oh, it's okay. It's the amount of energy needed for something powered by electricity to move. Of course, the bigger the object, the more wattage needed to operate it. But the safe only needs a tiny, tiny bit to open and close. So what you're saying is... I'm saying that with the small amount of electricity stored in the battery, there's more than enough to open the safe. No way. We asked the simple question how long the game took. Seems that the only thing out of power is your argument. Good one. If there was still electricity available and Miss Key and I went to the storeroom, then it's still possible she's the culprit. Aye, aren't you gonna do something? Maybe there's something I could do. And we have testimony here that it was dark, the light bulb in the storeroom was out. Now I think about it, when we went to investigate the storeroom... Electricity's out right now. Right, the safe didn't work, so that means the battery's completely empty now. And the clock attached to the safe too. Even if it was running off the battery, I don't think it would have gone through a half-day's charge that quickly. The safe can be open and closed this time by electricity. The same can be set for the clock, too. Maybe that's what Miss Tina and I meant earlier. Appears that there's no further... Please wait a moment, Your Honor. As I thought, it was impossible for Miss Tina and I to open the safe after all. That's because there is absolutely no electricity remaining in Mrs. Kawashiro's house. What makes you say that? I have evidence. The evidence that proves there is no electricity in the house is... When we know that the light bulb was out, but it's also Tenshi's statement, so there's no actual weight to it, because they could just argue she's lying. So there literally shouldn't be weight to this. The fact that the clock never restarted could also be evidence, but, like, I don't think that should be evidence. It won't let me save. It will let me save. Like, I could see it being this because it's talking about how the light bulb was out. But it's also Tenshi's statement, so there shouldn't be a reason it's this, because it's like, it's... Why would you believe the defendant's statement in this case? Because that doesn't hold weight here. The ghost story, surely. This one being the clock, but like we just talked about, like why would that be it? Yeah. Why would that be it? Why? You see, and I testified earlier at the time of the theft, the light bulb was out. She has lied like 20 times this trial, this whole trial process, and it's the defendant's statement that is perfectly, up for liability. Why is this evidence? She said she didn't see a light bulb on. Shouldn't this be, like, notorious to ask? Oh, that's because the power was out. That's not because the power was out, it's because the light bulb wasn't working. Why do you say the light bulb wasn't working? Because it went out all of a sudden while we were locking up our bets in the safe. Miss Kawashiro, the light bulb isn't just connected to the generator, is it? No, it isn't. It's just that there wasn't enough in reserve. And the reserve was a battery with only half day's charge, right? Ah! Yeah, I guess so. You know, like once or twice, don't discredit it. Sure, it's not 20 times, it's only like 5 or 6, but... Which means that the light bulb going out wasn't because it was broken, but because there was no more electricity. Therefore, the battery must have been empty. But there was still time until the rainstorm began. That should have recharged the battery enough. The safe in the storeroom has a clock attached to it. This clock constantly consumes electricity in order to operate. Ms. Kawashiro, by your estimation, how long would the clock run electricity and stored until the rain began to fall? Words. About 5 or 6 minutes, I think. Then how much time passed from when the rain started until Miss Keen and I left the room? About 10. That's also, by the way, a piece of information that we have not had any access to. Just what I wanted to hear. When Miss Keen and I left for the storeroom, the clock had already used up all the electricity. So then it would have been impossible for the defendant to be the perpetrator after all. Miss Shimaimuro, that is a rather absurd scenario. What do you mean by that? Think about it. Let's assume the rain started soon after the game began at 10 p.m. That means that once the wire wheel broke, the clock only worked for another 5 minutes. The clock should have stopped somewhere between 10:05 and 10:10. Why? the clock stopped at 10:20. Why? Like, soon after 10 could be a period from, like, 10:05, 10:15 or 10:18 in this scenario, or 10:17 if you want to believe 5 to 6 minutes, is a time that some people be like, that's soon after 10. Like, soon after 10 is such an ambiguous statement. Precisely, how do you plan to explain away this card? What the fuck are you talking about? Wouldn't that be because the criminal moved the hands on the clock? Whatever for. That I don't know. By the way, the control panel for the clock is on the inside of the door. Without tools, you can't change the settings at all. If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a while, well, because you have to find the tools. Which means your hypothesis very unlikely. What are you smoking? Bananas off by almost 15 minutes. What do you... We have not confirmed the time. Soon after anything. Aya, what are we going to do now? I believe there's one piece of... One? Can we get much higher? That we have mistaken as fact. Mistaken as fact? The answer to the contradiction lies in the clock dial lies. Could it have stopped on AM? Is that what we're getting at here? I could see that, because apparently the power went out earlier, so if it never came back? But then how would the culprit have ever been able to open if it stopped at 10:23 a.m.? Well, I'm curious about that line of thinking. We're thinking about which 10:23 the clock stopped. Just what does that mean? The clock is not an analog dial. It does not indicate AM or PM. This means that it did not stop at 10:23 p.m., but 10:23 a.m. What is this nonsense? Didn't the witness open the safe at 10 p.m.? And the rain did not start falling until past 10 as well. The power could not possibly have gone out in the morning. If the electricity stopped, so does the clock. However, was the electricity shortage merely the result of the water wheel breaking? Well, what do you mean? The safe is powered by both the generator and the backup battery through a wire. What would happen if this wire were removed? That's right, without a supply of electricity, the clock would stop moving. It means that someone must have removed the wire in the morning. What? How are we jumping? Like, that seems like a jump to conclusions. And that's when the clock stopped. Did you consider that possibility? That seems like the most far-fetched line of, like, a what? Whatever the case may be, once the safe was closed at 10 p.m., it was opened 23 minutes later. What? And the only one who could have opened it was the defendant who had pretended to go to the restroom. That's also an absurd statement. Like, if we've just said that it could have been at that it was a.m., then that does not prove it was opened at 10:23 p.m. So how would you remedy your line of thinking matter at all? Have been claiming this for a while now. This proves the possibility of the presence of a third party. But that's still a mere possibility. You haven't proved it as fact. All you have are some upset shogi pieces and a pud of saliva at the crime scene. Ha! It's true I did not completely prove that, but there's someone who might be able to testify about the identity of the third party. What? The evidence shows there's someone with important testimony. There's no way it's this. It's very possible it's that. Yeah, okay, we're gonna pull it out from the footprint. Near Miss Kawashira's house, we found a footprint belonging to Miss Kanpaku. Do you mean Miss Yomu Kanpaku? She was supposed to visit Miss Kawashira's house to reclaim her alarm clock. However, it appears she did not actually do so. So how could she have seen anything? She left a footprint, so she must have been nearby after it started raining. There's an extremely high possibility she knows something. I see. In that case, I shall end today's proceedings here. Wow, that's so... That is so abrupt. Prosecution shall summon Miss Kanpaku as a witness for tomorrow's trial. And the defense shall solve the mystery to the safe clock. Understood, Your Honor. What mystery? Oh! Court adjourned. I think he needs to go to the potty fast and fair. I kind of have to pee as well. Same day, 6:26 p.m. Defendant's waiting room. Woo! Because we made it to day 2. I thought we were goners for sure, Cooners. But you managed to find a way somehow. That was wonderful, Aya. Why, thank you, but I'm not really in the mood to celebrate yet. I was scared I was gonna be found guilty, but you did an adequate job today. If it scares you that badly, maybe you should consider fixing your attitude. Come now, don't say that. What are you asking her to do? I think I'm just beginning to find this judicial system that you have down here most intriguing. What are you talking about? You practically flooded the witness stand with your tears. Erg. Just forget that happened entirely. She'd be unexpectedly cute when she's upset. Oh my gosh, Aya X Tenshi confirmed. But still, I was on edge. She was edging the whole time. I'm already completely tired out. Yeah, me too. Let's head home and rest for the night. Pet, 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 pet. I'm gonna kill myself. In Minecraft, don't worry. Shimaimaru and Cola office. ... Good morning, Aya. Oh, morning. Seem a little depressed. Well, we're supposed to figure out that safe problem, but I have no idea where to start. At this point, we don't have any evidence if Miss Kanpaku is the real thief at all. I really hope it's not Yomu. I hope it is someone else. Oh, right. I guess all we can do for now is continue our investigation. But it's raining today. So? Oh, you're still worried about the ghost. It'll be fine. We aren't going anywhere near the human village. You promise? I swear on my notebook. We don't have time to go that far anyway. Okay. I wonder if she actually believes me. I'm gonna take this. I'll go a bit. Maybe up to the trial. We'll see exactly time period. I gotta pee before I do anything else, though. I really gotta get a haircut soon. I was gonna get one this week, but I kind of just like ended up not making an appointment for one, so I really gotta get one next week. Momiji after Aya pulls out her cock. Today's discussion, but still, we came extremely close to losing the trial yesterday. Isn't that been like every trial? Really? I'm so used to it, I barely noticed. There's so many puzzles still unsolved. Yeah, tell me about it. For now, all we can do is resume our investigation. Right to the detention cell. That's the hour detention cell. Good morning, Missy and I. Likewise to you. So, have I been released yet? No, not even I can get you out of here that fast. I knew I couldn't depend on you. You could say that even after your little performance yesterday. I told you forget that ever happened. You'd be pretty funny sometimes. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, no reason. No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? This was not the expectation I thought. Gambling. Oh yes, there's something I was wondering about, Miss Tina and I. What is it? You were gambling at the time of the theft, right? A game where you place a wager on the outcome? Yes, that's right. So naturally, you must have bet something too. Am I mistaken? Or... Oh, I didn't mention it before. I think you did, like, a little bit. I bet a celestial treasure, a cowrie. And not just any old seashell. It's called the Moroccan Conmo. Moroccan Conmore? I said Moroccan Conmo! It can purify water and summon rainstorms. Summon rainstorms, eh? I was able to win all kinds of things in all kinds of bets, but nothing I won was terribly amusing, so I decided to try to win one of the Kappa's inventions. Kappa made some very interesting tools, but I needed to offer something tempting enough to get one of them to accept my challenge. So I thought to bet my American Conlo. A cowrie shell that could freely summon the rain. The Kappa would give up their own shells for it. That's what it is. For some reason, it seems strange to imagine a Tory gambling. The little fixations makes you seem like a hustler, Missy and I. Bug she. I just wanted to kill time. Dude, poor Timmy. I can't believe Tenshi's trying to kill him. So what happened to the American Conmo? It was in the safe at the optical camouflage suit, so I imagine it was stolen too. Meaning its whereabouts are unknown. Certainly seems like it. Ah yeah, do you think the rain on that day was... Yes, I considered the possibility, but what would the culprit gain from making it rain? What are you saying? Wasn't it to make Miss T and I leave footprints at the scene of the crime? Pat, 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 pat. Little sweat. Ah, you're right. But doesn't that seem strange to you? If they did, it'd be like they knew about the forensics from the very beginning. Yes, that does seem a little odd. Just what could that mean? Take my ghost. So, how was your first trial? It was like I never really knew what was going to happen next. Me too, kid. Even now, I feel like it was all kind of a dream. Yeah, I can see how others would feel that way. I thought you would have been found guilty before the trial even started, but at some point we were able to make a comeback. Either they call it a comeback, we're still in dire straits. And also, what was that vampire girl? She was dead set against me. Well, that could be helped. Miss Scarlett's the prosecutor, after all. Prosecutor? Prostitute? I thought she was a detective. Well, she technically is, but prosecutors don't have to do as much physical work. Pet, pet, pet. I guess the one who arrested me, that Saki, is a detective. Oh, whatever. What are the main differences between prosecutors and detectives? Both are involved in the policing process, but detectives arrest the suspects and head the case investigation. Of course, they look for evidence that establishes proof of guilt. I see. And then the prosecutor attempts to prove that the arrested suspect is guilty in court. Basically, the opposite of my job. So that's why she was constantly trying to prove that I stole the suit. Well, that's just her role in the trial. I have something I skipped. Miss Sienna? She seems deep in thought about something. Well, we can't wait around for her to surface. Let's move on to investigating. Ooh, new location. I haven't seen this background before. Ring, 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 ring the bell. Ring the bell. It summons Patchy. What? You're the last character, not the last, but you're like one of the last characters I expected to see in the SDM library. Huh? Okay, well, I guess Kogasa is like a high-ranking suspect, question mark, although it's actually going to be something with like blacksmith. Maybe she made the safe or some shit. Who could that be? I don't recognize her face at all. You don't come through here often. But if you're here looking for more subscribers, I'm afraid the answer is no. Chat, can we get some gifted subs in the chat right now? Patchy won't give me subscribers. It's unbelievable. No, I'm not here for that today. Remember to like and comment down below. I see. Would you like some tea? I'm fine, thank you. Reddit. I mean, she set it up, like, how am I not supposed to do that? Take my ghost story. I know nothing. Patchy is brain dead. She has no thoughts. She knows nothing. Hold on, I gotta hear the drop. Yeah. Also, I love how, like... I love how the most, like... jaw-dropping, eye-opening thing that so far happened this entire trial is... had no dialogue. It was just ... with Kogasa. As Patchy on the ghost stories, there's a living ghost story in the room with you two. Yes, I am aware, in addition to Remy acting as in my stead. Did you not go to bed until late last night again? Once again, once I start to read, not even I know when I will cease. Why are you such a bookworm? What's wrong with reading that much? Oh, there's a book on the desk here, Pat. Oh, what kind of it? What kind is it? Let me take a look here. Ah! Don't touch my books without... I hope it's some, like, gay, like, just like dojins. Friendship. It dies time redder than blood and bluer than the seas. Stop! Don't read another word! Looks like a poem written by Miss Null. Oh, written by her! Ugh. These other books over here seem to be poetry anthologies by many different authors. Maybe the reason why she stayed up so late was to write poetry. What's wrong with that? Reading poetry makes me want to attempt writing some myself. I didn't necessarily say it was a bad thing. Oh, having your own work read by others is mortifying. You really think so? When I write, I want lots of people to read my handiwork. You author a newspaper, it's completely different. But whatever you do, you must never tell Remy about this, am I clear? Oh, she's probably got some Yuri fanfics. Ever what I've said about baiting content? Crystal, you didn't even need to tell me. Your bright red cheeks speak volume. She's got some patchy Remy fanfics. I'm gonna make sure I thumbnail the YouTube video with Patchy and Remy making out. I need to find some good art for this. McHugh. Jesus McHugh! Oh, okay. You know this is a fan. You know. There's the McHugh. By the way, wasn't there someone here earlier? Oh, that was Miss Tadara. Tadara? It's Kogasa Tadara. She's an abandoned umbrella yokai. Does Miss Tadara visit here very often? As a matter of fact, she does. She's an avid learner, so she comes by to read books rather frequently. You don't say. And like a certain broom rider, she doesn't take books without asking. Uh-huh. Do you happen to know what she's studying? Clockwork. Mainly methods on surprising humans. Oops. Usually loves to scare people, but most around here aren't terribly frightened of yokai, and that is very troubling for her. She came here to ask me about finding other ways to scare humans. So a line of thinking here. There's the ghost story about like human scaring or someone a ghost scaring humans at the human or outside the human village or some shit. In the you'll get it during the rainstorms. So is the Yomu tale or the Yomu spirit, ghost spirit, in the evidence not actually true? Is that just what they threw there if it's a picture and it's actually like baiting me the other way? So obviously this is making Kogasa the questionable character. Now, that being said, is it a red herring? And is they going somewhere else? Is it going to set up for Kogasa? Obviously, there's some ghost shenanigans here. But the only books on that subject in the library are rather old, so I doubt they're of much help. Can I ask you, when she started coming in here reading them? Is this a multi-week thing, or is this as of today or yesterday? I see. Take my shogi bird. Wait, no, I should have gotten. No. Stay here, enjoy yourself. Satori, I'm walking in. Whoa, why are you naked? Yeah. What happened, Miss Kawashiro? Why do you seem so excited? After hearing about what you said during trial yesterday, I started to doubt Tenshi did it myself. So I was thinking about investigating stuff on my own, and I got all my forensic supplies ready. I found her fingerprints! We can examine things other than footprints? You bet! I've saved the best for last. The best for last? Well, I still need a bit more time before I'm set. I gotta get all the data in order first. Of course, you can't show us this data. I can't say you're wrong. Since I caused you so much trouble in the stand yesterday, I'll keep it our little secret. If you use it as evidence in court, I want that the secret out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If I lose my job over it, at least I'll always have gotten a taste of it. I feel like I really need to help you guys out, since we live in the mountain together and all that. It should be obvious, but I want to know who really swiped my suit. Thank you very much, Miss Kawashiro. We'll return your suit for sure. For show. I mean, don't we, have your suit? Didn't we apprehend it, and it's, it was in Tenshi's stuff? Don't we have your suit already? I mean, maybe it's, still under, police hold for, investigation purposes, but, don't we have your suit? I want to try something. I never check things. There's a bell here. It seems as if it summoned someone when rung. This tea has already gone cold. Seems that way. Whose was this? That was not for me. What? So who was it for? Miss Tadara. As I said before, she visits rather often. So she came here and left without taking so much as a sip? No, she actually consumed hers from this last visit. That teacup is from 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Yeah, she came here then, too. She requested some tea from Sakuya. Why has this teacup been left untouched for 2 days? We just forgot to put it away. I didn't even recall she'd asked for tea 2 days ago until now. Didn't you notice when Miss Totoro left? No, you mentioned it, not at all. I suppose I was too absorbed in my reading. You really didn't notice, huh? Well, I guess that's possible in knowing her. We'll have Saki to take care of it soon. 2 days ago. Isn't that the day of the theft? Miss Knowledge. Would you mind letting us borrow that teacup for a while? Oh, see why I would. Thank you very much. Do you think this will help us? I'm not sure, but you never know. Well, I went into the evidence information, so... Miss Knowledge, do you know where we might be able to meet Miss Totoro? I don't know, she never told me. If she wants to scare humans, maybe she'd go somewhere humans live. In that case, it can only be... Oh, wait a minute, Aya. You can't mean... Sorry, but steal your wits, Miji. No! No way, no how! Now, don't be like that. I'm your friend, aren't I? As long as we stick together, everything will be fine. Even if you be there, I still don't want to go. Why can't you go by yourself? Myself, but I need you with me. We're two of a kind, like peas in a pod or a pair of shoes. Haven't we been solving cases together from the start? You're right. No matter where you go, I, Momiji Inubashiri, will go with you, even to the ends of Gensokyo. That's my girl. Looks like that did the trick. Good thing, too. Otherwise, I'd have to carry all the evidence by myself. Miji's handwritten... Miss Knowledge's... Why did I say Momiji? Miss Knowledge's handwritten poems and the poetry anthologies she was reading are piled here. Books of all kinds of subjects here. They're many from the outside world, but they seem somehow comprehensible. Stuffed with books on magic? Probably. I can't read the text now for sure, though. My hand are between the books. Okay, Momiji. You're not Momiji, you're Notori. Why do I keep saying Momiji? She doesn't really know what that is. She doesn't know what her footprints are. You silly little girl. Take the teacup. Still gonna be a little more time before I've got everything ready to go. So why don't you take another sweep of the area until then? You never know if you overlooked something, you know? It's true. Oh, I want to go to the storm. Take a human village outskirts. Skirts, did you say? Oof. Ooh, so it's finally come to this. Get a hold of yourself. What good is a scaredy cat watchdog? I'm really trying, but scary things are still scary. Just overthinking it. Boo. Ah! It's the ghost! Calm down already, Momiji. Huh? Hehehe, thanks for pretending to be scared. That actually made me pretty happy. But your reactions got some stiff competition from the humans around here. Pretending? You're a yokai, aren't you? There's no way you're really scared. Well, sorry to disappoint, but this one is truly as white as a sheet. Are you serious? I was only kidding around, too. Moving on, you are Miss Kogasa Totoro, right? Indeed I am, but who are you? I am Aya Shamaimuru, full-time reporter and part-time defense attorney. This is my assistant, Momiji Inubashiri. Oh, the same Aya who writes the Boon Boon Maru newspaper, right? You know of it? Of course I do. I look forward to reading it every day. Newspapers are the best way to learn about the different societies around here. Thank you very much. Does this mean you are a subscriber? Remember, smash that like button. No, I just read the old ones that have been tossed out. I see. So, won't you consider becoming one? You'd always have the latest information. No thanks, that's okay. I'm fine with old news. Well, if you insist. She's an odd one. Nothing's really coming to mind, obviously. We get this theme. Wait. UFO character? I thought this was only went up through SA. I didn't realize this went to UFO. Expensive the Boon Boon Marios. Aya's Gensokyo SMH. Oh, Miss Tadara, could you wouldn't happen to know of the recent incident? There was an incident? Yes, an invention was stolen from a kappa living on Yokai Mountain. Sorry, but I haven't heard anything about it. I'm into scaring humans, so why did I hang around a mountain full of yokai? I've never been anywhere near the crime scene. You don't say. Since you're interested in scaring humans, you usually spend your time near the human village? That's right, although I haven't been doing much scaring as I'd like to be doing. In that case, would you happen to be aware of the rumor about the ghost? Yes, I am. Like you said, it only seems to be a rumor. There's a few different lines of thinking here. It's hard to get anything. Is Yomu like Kogasa could be lying. I think she could be concealing herself. She could be lying. Obviously, Yomu is still really suspicious. I'm inclined to believe Kogasa, but that's just kind of because I like Kogasa. So it's just my pre-bias. Are you the ghost and you're lying about it? Is Yomu pretending? I've never come across it, at least. You don't have any details about it. Not at all. Sorry, that could be my help. No, that's fine. I'm just grateful you took the time to talk with us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have somewhere else I must be. I get the feeling she's becoming nervous. She might be more difficult to deal with than Miss Kochia. Maybe we should be going now, too. If you've come all this way, I might as well check the village itself. Whatever for? I don't think we're gonna find Miss Tadara there. Momiji, when did you first hear about the rumor about the ghost? Excuse me. Told you, 2 days ago when I was patrolling. The rumor of a ghost started spreading 2 days ago. Miss Koshira's camouflage suit was stolen 2 days ago. Don't you think these are connected in some way? Don't tell me! You want to investigate the rumor about the ghost, too? Very good, Momiji. You seem to know me like the back of your paw. I think you're almost ready to become a reporter yourself. I told you already, I refuse to go. I told you already, too, that we're a team. There's no backing out now. Ooh. When I return, I will obey one of your commands after the trial. Really? Do you mean it, Aya? Only one. And this is a one-time offer. Just like you, even being stingy with your favors. Now pull yourself together. Yes, I will owe Miss Calm and collected Miss Shimaimuru. But if you're willing to go this far for me, I'm in no situation to turn you down. That settles it, then. I'll go back to Notori's house. Where's storeroom? Alright, let's inspect every nook and cranny. This is my workspace. If there's anything you want to know about the stuff here, just let me know. Gee, I wonder if there's something I want to ask you about. About the wires to the safe. Oh, that's right, I was going to say something, but I completely forgot about it. I checked it out, and just as you said, the wire's been cut. Looks like I was right, but why would the thief want to cut the wire to the safe? Actually, I think the wire wasn't cut on purpose, but by accident. The wire goes from the generator to the safe. The wire from the generator to the safe goes right behind the skier, see? Even a sliced touch can get the wire caught in it. When I take a closer look, I found a piece of wire stuck between the teeth. Why is it in such a dangerous spot? Well, I don't really care about the layout of the room as long as I can do what I want to do. It's not like there's other people coming in here all the time either. That means the intruder might have cut the wire without intending to do so. By the way, you didn't notice the wire was cut until now? Yeah, but I think it was the work of the thief. I found the cut wire in the trash can. Probably means they were trying to hide it. So what you're telling me is that we, and probably Sakuya, because like she's a detective, probably investigating, no one looked in the garbage can at the scene of the crime? Trash can, huh? Maybe I should take another look inside. Energy conservation. Energy conservation. It doesn't use much electricity. You put it like this. It uses less electricity than this tiny light bulb. Well, it just needs a little bit more because of the clock, but... I mean, only an insignificant amount is needed to open or close the safe. Yeah, but if the wire's cut, then nothing's getting in or out. At least that's what I thought. In other words, as long as it gets a tiny bit of electricity, it's still possible to open or close it. Thief happened to have something that could create electricity. Iku! Oh yeah, that's right. Want to see the record of when the safe was opened and closed? That might give you a clue or two. There's no way it's gonna be like they somehow plugged it into the alarm clock. Yomu's alarm clock and gave it enough electricity. That's right, you want to see the record of when the safe was open and closed. That might give you a clue or two. If you please. There are 3 entries on it. But although I said open and closed, it looks like all that's on here are the times when the safe was opened, so... The oldest record is 2344. Yeah, just the times, no dates or anything. But at least you should be able to tell the difference between AM and PM with it, since it says 2344, you can be sure it was 11:44 PM late at night. You becoming honest, because it's 11 o'clock! Most days I'm in bed before now. Like an hour ago. And it's a Friday, so it's the end of the week. That's why while I was working on Yomu's alarm clock, I figured she'd already be asleep by then. I put it in the safe fish. Oh my gosh, it's... So you keep everything you're working on in the safe. Well, better safe than sorry. Don't want anything to happen to it. What's the second, third entry say? 1023. These must be from the day of the incident. That's what it says. They must have been opened in the morning. Would you mind if I held on to this? Sure, go right ahead. What's this trash can you were talking about? That's right, it's where I throw away all my odds and ends I don't use. So I don't think it had anything to do with this case. Well, it doesn't seem like the thief left behind any traces of their presence, so it's hard to think they would have put anything in here. Wait a minute, I smell the scent of citrus coming from the trash can. We didn't get this Citrus? Yes, I'm positive. That's odd, there should only be machine parts in there. Take a closer look inside. Wait, that's dangerous, Aya. There might be sharp objects inside. If you don't wear gloves, you might cut yourself on something. Let me handle it, so just sit tight. Sorry for making you go through the trouble. No problem. Just any little way I can help you out. Oh, that's all the pointy bits. Ah, Aya, look at the bottom of the trash can. Is that a lemon? Nah, it can't be Hisami. She's all about grapes. And there are pieces of metal sticking out of it. It looks like a piece of zinc and a piece of copper wire. Or just copper. What's something like that doing in the trash? Not even I can tell you that. Clear that these pieces of metal are here for a reason. There's one sticking out of either end. Why would someone do something like this? Paper umbrella monster. Likes to scare humans, but hasn't had much luck in doing so recently. So she's worried about it. Boo. This is somehow turning quite puzzling. Indeed. For now, we should ask someone about what we found. Talk to me about the lemon. Imagine. Human village. Human village. Same day, human village. Now that we're here, let's see if we can't find any leads. Hey, I don't see you guys here much. Ah, it's Miss Fujiwara. The crow and the wolf Tengu tea. Scavenging for newspaper stories, I take it. You're an interesting person I didn't expect to pop up. Well, something like that. What are you doing here yourself, Miss Fujiwara? I was under the assumption that you're usually guiding people through the bamboo forest. You of all people should know. There have been rumors of some ghost haunting the village lately. Yes, we're already well aware of that. So Kaine asked me to keep an eye around here and see if it shows up. I see. Maybe she knows something about the ghost. Let's try asking a few questions. I'll definitely show that ghost for what it really is. You have any thoughts on this lemon? Village lined with thatched roof houses. Thatched roof houses. If there were a fire, it'd probably burn down. It'd probably all burn down before anyone could do anything. Wow. Wide lake lies near the village. Probably use this to fight the fire. What? Why are we obsessed with the fire? About the ghost. So then, would you happen to know anything about the ghost? Not a single clue. Doesn't seem like there's been anyone who's actually laid eyes on the thing. And you got people spreading rumors about how it's a Brocken specter or some super fast yokai. That's just making things worse, you know. So no one is yet to see this ghost. Nope. One thing's for certain, that they heard a strange voice. And the only thing is that they all heard it like 2 days ago during the big rainstorm. Doesn't seem like anyone's heard it since, though. I knew it! So it only comes out in the rain! Maybe. Might show up again today, but all we can do is wait and see. It hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, but it's important to have patience. I guess thanks to her immortality, Miss Fujiwara has learned to be quite patient during her long life. For me, the fastest being Gensokyo, I don't have life waiting around one bit. I know, Aya. Why don't we continue our investigation elsewhere until the ghost appears? Good idea. Miss Fujiwara, let us know if you see anything. Please do not hesitate to let us know. Sure thing. Take my lemon. Wait, the perfume bottle, can we knock her out? Take my lemon. I want to say it's something here. Might not have checked everything in the storeroom. I never talked to her a second time. Ah, that's right. I know something strange this morning. What was I love this sprite. There's a slicker... There was a slicker on a hook near the doorway earlier, but it went missing. You should keep your sticker boots in a safer place. Oh, come on, I don't look that young. That's not what I mean at all. So did you just spill some oil here, there? No, by slicker, I mean a poncho, a raincoat. Why would I take oil outside this room anyway? I don't know, maybe you have some really big invention you want to test outside. Maybe Tenshi took it when she left the house. It was raining at the time and all. Well, next time I'll talk to her, I'll ask her about it. We didn't find it on her person, right? I'd appreciate it. You don't have to pop this up every time we go to a location. So, any news? Well, the investigation's coming along. That's rather vague. When the situation is as vague as this one, what'd you expect? In that case, are we okay situationally? Vaguely. Missy and I, did you happen to take a poncho with you from Miss Kawashira's house? Oh, I believe I did. Why didn't you bring an umbrella? Oh my gosh, it's Koga's umbrella! The weather was clear earlier, so I didn't think it was necessary. But if I didn't take something, I would have ended up drenched. So I took one hanging near the door. I think it's called a raincoat. That's robbery! I was gonna return it later! Good grief, this girl. I thought you weren't one to jump to conclusions. But anyway, the poncho proved nearly useless. Because of the wind, my clothes still ended up soaking wet. Why'd you take it without asking? Still, it was still better than nothing. Well, where's the poncho now? I still have it. Here, take it back from me. For what it's worth, a while ago, I learned that poncho, in some other language, is a kappa. Or kappa, maybe. It's kappa, okay, whatever. And I liked it so much, I started calling it kappas. We're turning a kappa to a kappa. That's odd. Thanks. Oh, this is the only other thing that went missing. Oh yes, Miss Kawashiro, I received this from Miss Shin and I knew it, so she took it after all. And she certainly didn't seem to show any signs of regret doing so. Well, I guess it's fine since I got it back in one piece. Can we get much higher? I think you're being a little too quick to forgive. Yeah, like... Oh, she stole from me. I'm pressing charges to... Oh, she stole from me. I got it back. The different case would be if Tenshi just told her if that's straight the whole truth what happened that day initially. That'd be too easy. He'd be a little too quick to forget. This is Tenshi we're talking about, okay? She's hard to deal with. So should I place it by the door? Wait, didn't she wear that on the night of the crime? Did you think that could be used as evidence? You're right, that is possible. I don't really need it back right away, so can you hold on to it until the trial's over? Really? Well, then if you insist. Where are we going now? You know where we're going now? I know we're like almost at the start of the... I'm almost at the start of the trial. What is there I need to interact with? You want a poncho? Something a patchy? That's not patchy. This is patchy. Take my safe record. Take my safe record. Take my poncho. Take my lemon. I already gave the lemon earlier. Take my teacup. Return it later. Yes, that's a nice scent. Miss Knowledge, do you know much about perfume? Yes, well, I usually burn incense. Sometimes I'll wear perfume too. Remy also wears it during tea time because she claims it is soothing, so I know the scent well. But you know the details about this particular perfume? Doesn't it smell like chloroform? Yes, it is somewhat unique. This variety is rather difficult to come by. Really? It is made from magic flower native to the forests of magic. Oh, it's Marissa's the one who stole! It's always Marissa stealing. This flower has the ability to relax the mind. So where would Miss Hinai get such a rare perfume? I have the faintest idea. At the very least, I can inform you this is Miss Margatroyd's perfume. That's not someone we've seen in this game, have we? Same scent she did. Miss Margatroyd's? By the way, the sleeping medicine in the perfume is also a kind of magical potion. If you want to know more, maybe we should go to the Forest of Magic. I believe I will. Thank you for your help. Let's go investigate at once. If I provide you with the information, you'll agree to never tell a soul about my poetry? I told you I wouldn't. You just don't seem like the kind to keep secrets. Whatever, shut up. Ugh, maybe that's too obvious. I could go to Alice's house, but I think I'm gonna go to... I think I'm gonna call her here. It's been about 2 hours of doing this. It's been over 4 hours on the day. I don't really feel like getting into another 20 minutes of investigation before my trial ends. We have a lead. We gotta go talk to Alice. There's a lot of people that are getting talked to, so there's a lot of intrigue that is being propped up right now. So, but we will deal with that next time. I'm going to go to bed.